We are back, baby, and tonight's beer on the table comes all the way from Paso Robles, California. It is Firestone Walker's 2025 Anniversary Ale. Let's get into it. What is going on, everybody? Josh here, Half-Ass Beer Review, and I am back in the review chair, back in the basement, back with a beer on the table, Firestone Walker's 2025 Anniversary Ale. Again, shout out to Firestone Walker for sending me some beer to try. I don't even know if I can get this out. There we go. I'm not good at a lot of things. I don't even think I'm good at reviewing beer, but I'm definitely not good at taking beer out of a box. And holy crap, we got a whole list. 7 different stouts were used in making this. We have Parabola, Velvet Merkin, Frau Gruber Blend, Eldorado, DDBA, Sticky Monk, and Bravo. I'm really looking forward to this. We're celebrating. And what do you do when you celebrate? You eat cake. In this case, I think I'm drinking it. So I love the aesthetic that Firestone Walker brings to all of their label art. I think it's very distinguished. Like, you know, it's a Firestone Walker beer when you see it. And I'm very excited about this. The only thing I think I forgot to do was grab a bottle opener. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Let's work a little editing magic here, and I'll be back with a bottle opener. Bottle opener is attained, and we're going to crack into this beer. But first, I think I forgot to say what the ABV is for all you people. It is 12.3% ABV. And I know what you're thinking, a lot of people don't like these high ABV motor oil type beers. And I don't even know if this beer is motor oil type. Motor oil type. But I do have a history with these kinds of beers, and 9 times out of 10, they can be kind of motor oily. But who knows? Let's not judge a book by its cover, shall we? Let's crack this open. Let's pour it. And cheers, Firestone Walker, to 30 years of brewing delicious beer out in California. I'm glad I can get it in Michigan. Now, this isn't motor oil beer whatsoever. But, I tell you what, I do love the way this thing pours. I love the small brown head on it. I love it when heads look like this because you know you're in for a treat. You know there's going to be like a chocolatey, delicious surprise in there. Maybe some other stuff too, because 7 different stout barrels. I mean, come on. You know you're going to get a lot of flavors in here, and I think I know just the treat I am in for. So let's go in for the nose. Yeah, so you're going to get that bourbon on the nose of this one. You're also getting hints of like cocoa nibs and molasses, and might I even say like vanilla and tobacco. So a lot to smell in this beer. A lot of things you might not want to smell in this beer. I love all of them. And now there's only one thing left for me to do on this channel. This review for Firestone Walker's 2025 Anniversary Ale. I'm sorry, I haven't done this in how long, so I'm stumbling. I'm kind of getting back on the bike. So forgive me if I have a few mess ups. Even when I was going strong, I was still messing up left and right. So we're back on the bike. We're riding the bike. We're going to take a drink of this beer. As always on Half-Ass Beer Review, we do little drink, big drink. Cheers, everybody. Come on. Holy crap. First of all, the mouthfeel of this beer is very rich, very smooth, big tasting. You're getting that bourbon right off the front, right off the bat. It's not super off-putting.
You should be off-putting.
It welcomes you into the next flavors. You're getting chocolate, molasses, tobacco, vanilla. A very nice sweetness to this, almost like a candy sweetness almost. It's very enticing. We want to bring you back in for more almost immediately. But after you swallow, you're left with like this nice roast feeling in your mouth. There's a little bit of like not burnt, but like charred cocoa nibs maybe. I wouldn't call it burnt, but they're very roasted. And it's got a nice warm feel in your mouth. The chocolate, the bourbon, that's the most prominent. And then that sweetness, that like candy sweetness for me. Very good. Like I said, you're going to want to keep drinking this thing. But at the same time, you kind of want to have that experience after the drink where you're just letting these flavors bounce around in your mouth. I'm going to have no problem finishing this beer. At that time, I was getting even more vanilla and the molasses. The cocoa kind of took like a backseat to them. Even the bourbon is just kind of mellowed down on the second one. You're just experiencing more of those flavors. Tell you what, a lot of people think you need to share these kinds of beers, but in my honest opinion, sorry, truth be your consequences, I think even with the high ABV, you just have to find the time to sit down and try this one alone, because you get so many different experiences when you're drinking this beer. That's my thought. I mean, you could do it in smaller bottles. I'm an advocate for smaller bottles or cans. Like an 8-ounce can of this would be cool instead of 12. I'm missing out on 4 ounces, but at 12, whatever ABV, that might just be the amount that kicks your ass and gets you pulled over, and you get a DUI, and now you're driving your bike to work with everybody else that has a DUI. But that's what I think. So I like to ride bike. Sometimes when I'm working an early shift, I'll get out around noon. I don't have to pick the kids up till like 2:30, 3 o'clock, and I'll go for a bike ride. And I'm like, when people pass me and I'm riding bike, do they think I just have a DUI and I'm on my way to work because I've lost my license? Not that many adults just ride bikes by themselves unless they're wearing those brewery, tight whatever shirts because they're racing bikes. I don't know. I don't know what to describe them. I don't know what to call them. I just know that's not for me. I like a leisure bike ride. This was wild. See, okay, so I haven't done this in a while. It's been a while. And I don't think I lost the luster for craft beer or reviewing craft beer. I just think I was so set on making this content a certain way because I was like, well, I kind of want to get more people to see it. And if I do it a certain way, maybe more people will see it, maybe they'll watch it longer, and all that stuff. So I'm back to rambling and babbling. I don't care how long the videos are because I want to enjoy doing this, and I enjoy doing this when I get to BS the whole way through. That's just how this works. Even when I'm by myself, even if I have somebody else. Sometimes I think I talk more when I'm by myself than I am with somebody else on my side because they kind of get me to push through it, or I'm like, okay, I got somebody with me. This has to be a little more professional. When I'm by myself, I just throw it to the wind, so to say. What? You take another drink, and we're going to talk about this beer. How I feel about this beer. Because that's another thing that's out the window. A little more bourbon. That sweetness on this third. The sweetness is even higher in this one. It just sits on your mouth. It coats your tongue, and this beer just sits on your mouth. That's how rich it is. It's like something you don't want to eat it too fast because it's just so rich. You just want to sit here and enjoy it. Now, I don't normally rate beers on this channel, but I usually did. And I don't know why. Because it's not about... You shouldn't take my rating and think, oh, this is a bad beer. This might not even be my style. I've been listening to Truth Beer Podcasts. I've been listening to a lot of different opinions on this, and I totally get it. I don't need to rate beers. But I will tell you if I like it, if I love it, and if I want some more of it, shout out to McGraw. Maybe not all the time. Maybe I'll just tell you how I feel about it. But I do. I love this beer. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to drink this whole beer tonight. It's Sunday. I don't have to be up super early tomorrow. I do have to work, but I got a pretty good day in front of me. I love this beer. I want to finish it. I'm going to sit down here and I'm just going to enjoy my time with this beer, which is exactly one of the greatest things beer's for. If you like it, it's fun to just sit in a room and enjoy the beer. Enjoy everything it's bringing to you and just enjoy it. You can do it while playing video games or putting together a puzzle like I do sometimes. It's just something that you should get to do, but not in excess, because if you do that by yourself, then you're an alcoholic, and that's when you end up driving a bike to work. So it all comes full circle here on Half-Ass Beer Review. What? But that is going to do it for this episode of Half-Ass Beer Review. Thank you all for stopping by and checking out another beer review with me. I'm back, baby, and I'm feeling good about this. I enjoyed this one, and I can't wait to do more. Before you go, please check out my friends over at Banter and Babble, 7 Dungeons, We're all part of the Basement Nexus Collective now.
What?
Check that out at basementnexuscollective.com. That's really hard to get out.
What?
Maybe I'll put the link down in the comments or in the information to this video. I don't really know. Also, check out my good friends over at Truth Beer Podsequences, Julia and Marco, for the best Greater Cincinnati area beer wrap-up podcast around. They release podcasts every Friday, and it's a good time. I like it. I love it, and I want some more of it. Also, check out the Gnarly Gnome, the beer conduit for the Cincinnati craft brew area, who's not part of Truth Beer
What?
Pods.
What?
Truth Beer Podsequences. Oh my God. But he's often there trying to rattle their cages while they try to get through a podcast. And that makes it fun too. But now it is time to call it a night and finish this delicious beer. So please remember to keep those fridges full and have a great night.